Howdy, folks. Welcome back. John Pettipas. It's the Nova Scotia Mass Casualty Commission and Rcmp. The particular article I'm looking at today, Friday, the 26th day of August 2024, Mass Casualty Commission, Halifax Regional Police Chief, strained relationships didn't play a role. Now, I must have heard 5-10 times. I heard they were understaffed. They're understaffed in Colchester County. If I said I was hungry, or somebody said they're hungry, and somebody offered something, you can say, we didn't want it. We're hungry, but we don't want what you give us to eat. Well, tough. Whooped. I must have heard 10 times they're understaffed. They need X number of officers. It was Saturday night. Blah, 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 blah. And April 18th of 2020. Okay, a few points in this morning's Halifax Herald. Look on page A1, A2. The gentleman's name is the Halifax Regional Municipality Police Chief, Dan Kenstra. Okay, now he takes and says, I personally made 2 offers to assist in the morning of April 19, Kenstra said. Kinsella has been pronounced the gentleman's name. Regional Police Chief Kinsella. Again, I quote, I personally made 2 offers of assistance in the morning of April the 19th, Sunday morning, April 19, 2020. One offer was made by phone to Chief Super Janice Gray, commander of the Halifax Division of Rcmp, about 8 a.m., and a second offer was extended later in the morning. How can we help? That's his quote. Gentleman asked, this is Halifax Regional Police Chief Dan Kenstra, saying, how can we help? Kenstra said in describing, and a quote, Kenstra said in describing, Kinsella said in describing officer. He said Gray's response was non-committal. He goes on to say, quote, I didn't think it was exactly no, but it wasn't yes. Send help here and here, and more we're assessing. We'll advise. But they said more we're assessing. And we'll advise if we need your help. So I quote: I didn't think it was exactly no, but it wasn't yes. Send help here and here. It was more we're assessing. We'll advise you if we need help. It goes on. They ask about this is a lawyer representing one of the families of the tragedy. The 23 people died on Saturday night, 18th, and Sunday morning, 19th weekend of April 2020. Quote, my understanding, Chief, is that the morale among the HRP, that's the Halifax Regional Police officers, is extremely low, that many officers are struggling because they feel they stood by or were ordered to stand by their management as the worst mass casualty in Canadian history unfolded just outside their jurisdiction. I'm going to repeat that one too. Quote, my understanding, this is the lawyer now, one of the lawyers representing one of the families of the 23 victims that died, were murdered in the horrific shootings of Saturday night, the 18th, and Sunday morning, 19th of April 2020. Quote, my understanding, Chief, is that the morale among HRP, that's Halifax Regional Police, officers is extremely low, and that many officers are struggling because they feel they stood by or were ordered to stand by their management as the worst mass casualty in Canadian history unfolded just outside his jurisdiction. Kinsella responds to that he couldn't speak for officers who may harbor that sentiment. Blah, blah, blah. And I conclude here, my third point, let you go, is despite the fact that the Rcmp did not use, and this is a key point. Remember, we've had guys there, I think one guy was 35 years plus there, and he said, I wasn't aware of such a system. I mean, he was only staff sergeant. He wasn't aware of such a system existed. I didn't know if you take frozen food out of the freezer and thaw it out, you can cook it on the stove. Ha! Pour the milk on your cereal, that it's healthy for you. He wasn't aware. I mean, he was only there 35 years. I mean, you can't give the new kid in the block, be too hard on the guy. He's only police chief Rcmp for 35 years, so can't be too hard on the guy. Won't be accused of being unreasonable, unfair. I try to be fair. Okay, this quote now is from Dan Kinsella, the Halifax Regional Police Chief. He said to the inquiry yesterday, mass casualty inquiry yesterday, Thursday, despite the fact that the Rcmp did not use the alert ready system during the killing rampage, Kinsella said it was a tool that he was aware of and he knew that was available at the time. Again, Kinsella said it was a tool that he was aware of and it was available at the time. And he finishes the quote, second paragraph, last paragraph in this article is page A2 of today's Halifax Herald, Friday the 26th of August. The real time to be contemplating an alert would have been much, much earlier, in the quote, Kinsella said, before the killer could have had the opportunity to approach HRM. So, the guy, by the way, Kinsella, is a relatively young man. He's experienced, but I don't know, I'd probably put him in his late 40s, early 50s. But I would say he's certainly younger than the guy that said, quote, he wasn't aware there was such a system. Wasn't aware there was such a system. With that, I gotta go. It's a difficult, tragic chapter in Nova Scotia's history, and one can never blame police forces for something like that happening in the first incident. But nobody will ever tell me that had they put an alert out the next morning, that many or most of those people who are walking in the highway the following morning would not have stayed home or exercised in the basement on a treadmill or just stayed put at the time. Now, I'm just not buying that shit. Okay? With that, I gotta go. Wish you all the best. God bless. Thank you. And share the video far and wide. Thank you. Bye for now.